In this complicated world in which we're living, we have become very aware of human resources. It doesn't just happen anymore. And when we talk human resources, you really need an expert. And I'm very pleased indeed today to welcome another Australian to the program. We're not becoming biased, it just seems that way at the moment. But I am very pleased indeed to welcome to the program Mr. Chris McAleer. Welcome to Thai.
Thanks very much, Joe. It's great to be here.
The Managing Director of PeopleServe Asia. Chris, you tell me that you've worked all around the area.
That's right.
Japan?
Yes, Japan for some years, Hong Kong, Korea, sometime in Singapore, and on and off in Thailand for the last 15 years. Yeah.
Oh, you've been here that long?
Yes, been on and off, in for a couple of years and then out for a while, and then but cumulatively it's about 15 years.
You say that your company, PeopleServe, provide total human resource HR solutions. What does that exactly mean, total? How much do you do?
Well, I think when the company was set up over 6 years ago, initially the core business was providing payroll services and basic HR administrative support to our clients. And since then the services have broadened quite a lot. As a corporate HR director with some big organisations in the past, what I was often looking for was a business partner that could develop a relationship with the organisation as a whole and understand what would work for us, the culture of the organisation, and how we could best attract, motivate, develop and retain the best people to drive the performance of the business. And so I set out in forming PeopleServe to ensure that we're able to cover all the areas of human resource management. So whether our clients need help in finding the right kind of talent, whether they need help in training and development, whether they need help with performance management, psychometric assessment and testing, or whether it's just the basic administrative support, we cover all those areas. So in that sense, total HR solutions.
Does that make you fairly unique?
Well, I think it does. Most HR consultancies tend to specialise in one particular area. So there will be training and development specialists, or they'll be administrative support specialists. We're trying to cover all of them, and not wanting to be all things to all people, but we believe we have enough expertise in all these areas of HR. We develop with each client then comes to the fore and helps us to really ensure that the solutions that we're proposing have an impact and help the bottom line of the client.
Are most of your staff Thai?
Yes. I'm at this point in time one of 2 expats in the
Only
organisation.
2?
We have another 30 staff who are all Thai. The software platform that we developed, PeopleServe, that's been developed here in Thailand, and we've continued to develop and improve that and give it greater functionality. So we're proud that it's a kind of an Aussie background, but it's very much a Thai organisation.
It's wonderful when the two of us work together, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I find that because I'm working with Thais all the time, and I work with Thais in the hospital. I'm the only foreigner in the hospital.
Right.
And you can do great things together.
Absolutely.
And you can be ambitious too. I've heard that you recently signed an alliance agreement with RSM Thailand. What's that?
Well, we're very, very proud of this and excited about the prospects for us. RSM is a well-known organisation globally, business consultancy focusing on audit, taxation, corporate advisory. They've been very successful and growing here in Thailand for I think 7 or 8 years now, and we joined forces recently and formed this strategic alliance in order to be able to offer an even broader range of services to our clients. In a lot of the work that we do within PeopleServe, it touches on payroll and compensation and benefits type support to our clients. And of course, especially for expatriate staff, taxation and all sorts of financial implications. So partnering with an organisation like RSM means that we can ensure that important side of the relationship is covered off and our clients are getting the best of service and advice around the more financial tax audit side of things as well. We remain independent so that we have no conflict of interest type issues coming up. But I think this alliance gives us the best of both worlds and as I say, allows us to provide the best to our clients.
You yourself have been in managerial HR positions prior to setting up PeopleServe. How do you feel about the HR landscape requirements? You know, things have changed, have they?
Changed a lot, I think. Changing more and more here in Asia and specifically in Thailand. I think a lot of people still grapple with the whole, even the title, human resources. We used to refer to the personnel department.
Yes, we did.
Where people were sent if they were in trouble, or I guess it was the personnel department that took care of the personnel files and was very, very operational, very transactional. Whereas the new term human resources, which to some people sounds a little impersonal, is about focusing on the fact that it is the talent, that the human beings in any organisation that drive its performance and ultimately its success. I think not so long ago, people that perhaps didn't make it in other areas of an organisation could be put into the HR team where they perhaps would not do too much damage to the company, whereas nowadays senior executives are looking from their HR staff for a greater degree of skill and people that can be a voice at the boardroom table and really help to drive strategy and the overall performance of the company. So I think things are changing markedly here.
Just briefly, how do you see the future then in Thailand and in Asia?
I think as you see an increase in the number of well-qualified and HR professionals and people that can have a voice at the boardroom table alongside sales and marketing and the other functions, there's the need for changing of strategy, of looking at the people implications of what organisations are trying to do. It's amazing to me how many companies have a well thought through finance, marketing, sales, product strategy. Quite often they have a mission statement and the executives of the company passionately believe that the people are the organisation, and yet they don't have a clearly thought through or articulated people management strategy. So what we want to be about with PeopleServe is not only providing these general HR related services and partnering with our clients on that score, we also want to be about helping to raise the whole HR agenda in this country and be a part of creating the next generation of HR professionals to provide that leadership.
Thank you very much for coming and sharing it with us today.
Pleasure, thank you for having me.
Very interesting to hear this, and we must be aware of all the things that we've heard. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Jay.
I do hope that you've enjoyed today's program. I love being with you at this time every week. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I have visions of people. You just have to look at me and the park and pretend that you're here. And you know, it's so important that when you come to Thailand, that you're aware of certain things. For example, Her Majesty Queen Sirikit has this wonderful support foundation. It's grown enormously over the years. And there are two particular outlets that I'd like to mention to you this morning. You know, Chitlada Villa of Dusit Palace is the Bangkok resident of Their Majesties, and just inside the small building, and that's the Chitlada Villa's shop of support. You can go there, please wear a skirt, and you can do shopping that you won't do anywhere else in Bangkok. If you're in Chiang Mai, you can shop and eat at a most wonderful property. I went there recently, fountains playing, boutiques, shops, and a marvellous restaurant. The address is 122 M1 Hui Khao Road, Chang Perk, Muang district in Chiang Mai. Now, to make it easier for you, that's on the road to Doi Satep. As you go up the road to Doi Satep, you'll see the sign, and you go in and you climb some steps and you'll find yourself in another world. I do hope that you'll join me again next week, wherever you are in the world. Of course, I prefer to even meet you here. I'd love you. I love it when people come up to me and say, I watch your program or I join you at such and such a time. It happens with people from countries all over the world, I'm pleased to say. It does mean, of course, that if you'd like to come to Thailand, that's very easy too, because Thai Airways International will bring you here from wherever you are, smooth as silk. Until we meet again at your time next week, Sawadee Ka.